This is a Sapphire R9 290 without the X. It's been in my possession for 1 month. Every time that it goes past like 2000 RPMs, there is an insane noise, and it's not typical fan noise. It's plastic hitting the metal noise. So finally I pinpointed the issue. So the issue is that when fan hits a certain rotation, there goes a resonance, and that resonance induces some oscillations that are making this yellow holder of the shroud to start hitting in high frequency this aluminum cooler. So when the card is inside the case, if I just press here this screw, that noise stops. That's because in that manner I'm pressing this yellow part to go fully in contact with the aluminum cooler, so that noise stops. I couldn't find on the internet someone else having the same issue until yesterday, and in comments to that video I found that people were putting rubber underneath the fan so that oscillation, that resonance is avoided. So there was no detail in how it should be done, so that's the reason I'm making this video, that I make it available for people that are having the same issues of how it can be fixed. Of course, it's really bad that a 450 euro card needs to be manually upgraded so it doesn't make that terrible rattle when it hits certain rounds per minute with its fans. So I already did it for this left fan and middle fan, and I will do it for the right fan, so all can see what I'm doing. If you see underneath this screw there is rubber now. So I will now unscrew the right fan. It's only 3 small screws. It's really easy to remove. So the fan is now loose. Only thing that's holding him is the power cord. So the point of this is to make 3 rubber distancers from the screw. So I'm using a simple piece of rubber. It's for bicycle tires. I need 3 of those. So why am I doing this at all? Wouldn't it be simpler to just return the card? Well, no. Since this craze for cryptocurrency mining, it's really tough to find any AMD card, and getting the same one as this wouldn't fix anything, because that's a design flaw. So to get some other card in my country, the only options is are power color PCS with custom cooler, So I'm making a hole here. And other options would be 290X's, MSI and Asus, which are like €150 more. So I made a hole with a screwdriver in the middle, and that hole isn't really visible, so I will remove part of the rubber with these pliers. So it's really a must thing to do, because you cannot aim that little screw. So I will do the same 2 times more. I don't know if this will fix the situation. I really hope so. You cannot really know until you tested it. So now to the part of putting that back. I found that the easiest solution to the problem of aligning all those things to the appropriate holes is where the screws. Here. So the easiest way to do this is to pull up the fan, put a rubber underneath this holder, not on the shroud itself, and then put the screw on the screwdriver, and then screw it here to the rubber before putting it out. In that way, the rubber is holding the screw, and you don't have to think about it until you put all 3 of them. By far the easiest way to put the rubber. If you put the rubber down on the shroud and try to screw it that way, it's really tough to do it for all 3 screws without rubber running away, moving, aiming all the holes. So this is by far the easiest way to fix this. And now the third one. So and now the rubber part. It's kinda awkward doing this with a camera in front. It's getting in my way. Oops. Yep. It's aligned. So all 3 rubber parts are positioned. So now it's just up to align them. So I'll press on the one of them and move it a bit to see if it's in the hole. Seems so. So screw it just a few turns. Then the next one. Then the last one. It's really a bad idea to fasten them fully until you made a few turns on each of them. So now I can go around and fasten them. So everything seems in order. I will double check all three fans. Yep, fasten enough. Second one also. This can be done maybe 20 minutes if you're really good with tools, maybe half an hour. So now it's time to test this.